Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at LEGO Fantastic Beasts Set 75951 Grindelwald's Escape. You can see there's 132 pieces. Kind of a more basic set. You get kind of a flying stagecoach here with a Thestral, but I will say the Thestral looks amazing. And then you get Grindelwald, and then you get, I'm probably going to pronounce this incorrectly, so I apologize, but Serafina Piquiri, who is the Wizarding President of the American Magical Congress. So that's really neat. Excited to get a minifigure of her. So very, very cool. But it looks like a really fun set. It was $19.99. I believe that this is supposed to come out on August 1st, but I found it over the weekend at a Barnes & Noble. It was the only one that I saw, so I grabbed it and they let me buy it. So I'm here reviewing it for you guys. So you can see on the back some of the features. They come with these new pieces. I believe the Marvel sets were the first ones to get these pieces. I think Iron Man they used it for. He's like blasting a beam of energy. I kind of wish that they could somehow shoot out of the wand, but then they would have to make the wands too bulky and weird looking, so never mind. But in any case, this looks like a really cool set. Not too much going on the top there. Not too much going on the bottom. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging. I'm going to get this open and assembled, and we'll take a closer look. Here is the fully assembled set, all out of the packaging. Here is Grindelwald. We'll start here with the two minifigures. I like how he kind of has the dead eye printed in there. It's kind of a little bit fuzzy. I think that's a really great attention to detail. You can see he has a vest and coat. And then a little bit printing on the back there. He does have a second face, so if you lift that up, kind of a more normal stern face. And then, I'm not quite sure what expression that is. Maybe just that he's talking or something. I'm not really sure. But you can see he comes with a wand. Now they both have these pieces, which like I said, I've seen before with Iron Man toys and Lego. But if you press this in, it just kind of flicks. But it doesn't really flick straight forward. I guess maybe I'm not doing it quite right, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not pressing it hard enough. So I don't know. They work kind of weird to me. You just click it into the hand right there, and then you're just supposed to push this, and it's supposed to flick around. And it does flick around, but it's very hard to aim it, in my opinion. So I don't know. They're okay. I don't personally need them. I'm happy just to get the Fantastic Beast characters. This is just a superfluous add-on in my opinion, but what are you going to do? And then here we have Madam President herself. I really like that she comes with a purple wand. I think that's really cool. And I like how the dress piece is not just the normal like old-time trapezoid that they used to do. You can see there's a little bit of a flare to it now, and it looks a little bit more like a dress. So I think that's really neat. Pretty basic printing though on the chest. And then she's got the little hair curls on the side. Obviously no second face because her hat does not cover it. But overall, pretty cool little minifigure. So I really like both of the minifigures, but I'm going to set them off to the side for a moment so we can check out the stagecoach. Now it is being pulled by a Thestral, which I will unattach here and bring this in so we can take a closer look. Because there's really nice detailing here. You can see the tail. Now, unfortunately, there's no articulation. I mean, the wings do move, but they're not really part of the Thestral. Technically, this whole piece lifts out. This is all brick built. This is a construct here, but this is the actual molded piece. Really nice detailing there on the head. The printing looks great. It's molded extremely well, in my opinion. You can see the kind of spine that comes down the mane here and then into the tail. And then the legs are molded in place. So unfortunately, there's no movement or articulation, but I do think it looks really, really good. Really nice detailing there, and I love the little bit of paint that's needed for the face. Looks really good. And then this is, again, just a brick-built thing. You have these wings that are kind of really tight in this hinge, but I think over time they'll loosen up a little bit. You have these horn pieces here. And then this is just kind of a way to connect it. And I guess technically I think I did this wrong. These pieces are supposed to stay on the coach. So I will plug these back in like this. So this is just the Thestral on its own. And then when you want to attach it to the coach, you can see that there are these bars here and they just plug right into this. And that goes pretty well. And I have to say, it'll even hold it up off the ground. It plugs in so well, so I like that a lot. But yeah, it's a pretty basic Stagecoach. The top section can lift off so that you can get at the inside of the Stagecoach. And it's really just kind of a red seat, and then the doors do open, and there's just kind of a long flat red panel there, I guess if you wanted to store something. But the doors on both sides open. You could have someone stand back here if you wanted. So if you have extra minifigures from another set, you could put someone here. You could have someone inside the coach. You could have someone driving at the front. Let me see if I can... I might have to take his accessories out. It'll just make it easier. But you can put him in here. So if you want him to actually drive, he can sit in the chair right there. Of course, he can actually sit in the Stagecoach in the chair. Although it's pretty narrow, you really can't fit both minifigures riding inside here. I mean, you can kind of like just plop them in. But also, if you wanted her to sit, you can't really have her sit with the dress piece, so... Can that still close? No, it cannot. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I understand why they gave her the dress piece. I think it makes sense for her, but she can't really sit down as a result. So the Stagecoach itself is, you know, nothing too exciting. It's pretty basic. But I think the Thestral you get and the two minifigures are definitely worth the set. I mean, it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not super exciting on its own. They do have some lanterns up here. Like I said, there's definitely plenty of places to sit. You guess you could technically even have someone stand out front on this piece here. If you wanted her to stand out there, since she can't sit down, you could technically do that. And the wheels look good, and you have the little footsteps and everything. So it's got nice detail to it. It definitely looks good, but I definitely don't think it's the most interesting part of the set. I think the Thestral and the two minifigures are going to be the reasons that you want to pick this one up. But the nice thing is it's a fairly inexpensive set. You know, $19.99 is not breaking the bank too much. So if you wanted to grab it for these, I think it's totally worth it. I mean, if you could find it on sale or something, that'd be a bonus. But I definitely think it's worth the value. I mean, I could see this set being like 15, you know, as recently as maybe a couple years ago, but I think the fact that it carries the Harry Potter / Fantastic Beasts IP with it is going to make the licensing costs factor into these sets, so you're going to pay a little bit more. In my opinion, this set maybe would be more in the $15 to $17 range, but because of that IP, you're going to round it up to $20. And again, I don't think you're being ripped off. I think what you get is very nice. It's just, you know, it's a Stagecoach, which is not terribly exciting, but everything else in the set is very cool. So I don't think you'll be disappointed if you decide to pick this one up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.